Okay, so we have our ball and we have our loop band. All right, so put the loop band off to the side and we're gonna start with our ball. We're enjoying the beautiful sun today. Pittsburgh doesn't get a lot of sun. It's still a little chilly, so I'm gonna keep you guys moving by this door. It's a little bit of a breeze. All right, so I'm gonna start with the ball resting on top of my knees. I'm gonna try to sit as tall as I can. Feel free to, let me turn this way. Feel free to walk your feet further out, okay? So arms are reaching long. I'm gonna round my spine and I'm just gonna go back to the middle of my thigh with that ball, maybe not as low. And now I'm gonna bring myself back up and sit tall. Put a little pressure on that ball to lengthen your spine. Nod the chin to your chest, scoop the navel. Inhale as you come back and exhale, bring it up. We're gonna move now a little more quickly between reps. Inhale down, exhale, lengthen. I want you to keep constant pressure on that ball, making sure those armpit muscles are working. Round it back, inhale to exhale. Give me one more, chin to chest, scoop the belly. Now stay here, exhale all that air out and rotate that ball towards me. So it's gonna go to the outside of that thigh. We're gonna come back up. We'll melt back down. Inhale, exhale. So now I'm working the oblique that I'm facing. So I want you to squeeze into that oblique. Shoulders are still connected to the back. I'm just keeping my chin towards the chest. I inhale, round. I exhale, lift. 3 more. Inhale down. Exhale up. 2 more. Both sits bones should be equal on that mat. 1 more. Inhale. To exhale back to center. Now roll the ball away from me to the outside of that thigh. 2 hands are on that ball. Plug your shoulders in. We'll inhale down and we'll exhale up. You keep looking towards that ball or over that shoulder. Use your breath. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. If you would rather at this point put the ball behind your back and kind of use that to give some support to the lower back, that's fine. I think we've got 2 more. I'm hoping to do 8. And last one, I inhale back, I exhale up, and I bring it back to center. Okay, take the ball to your mid-back and lie back on that ball. I like to lift up my hips and put them back down. I just feel that that gives my lower back and tail length. Hand over hand behind the head, elbows are wide. Right now, your abdominals should be in flexion. They are working, but my shoulders and neck are relaxed. I'm gonna go over the ball. You choose again how far to go over. That's your inhale. Exhale, lift from the core, not your hands. Inhale, stretch over. Exhale, bring it up. As I'm going over, I feel the length in the front of my body and the stretch. I want you to make sure those feet are equally pressing down into the floor. 2 more that I'm going to add on. Inhale, let the head just fall back into those fingertips. And 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Hold here and take your right leg to a tabletop. I want you to press that leg out and bring it back in. It's an inhale to exhale. Again, I'm in constant flexion right now. So I'm not leaning back, not contracting these abdominals. I'm crunching in. Good. And we're going to go for 4 and 3. The opposite inner thighs engaged to work that center line. Good. Now hold it out there, parallel to the floor. Lengthen out of that hip. Now lift that leg straight up and lower down. Now when you come up, I'm going to rotate the opposite shoulder to that leg. Now my elbows don't change. They're staying nice and wide in that diagonal. Yeah, perfect. Use your breath. And lower. And 3. And lower. And 2. And 1. Hold it here. Now I'm going to lift this leg as high as the other leg and down. So now not only am I working my core, the front of my hip, yeah, I feel my quad working, and we're going to go for 4 and 3. Give me 2 more, 2 and 1. Rest that heel on the floor and slide it in. Let's stretch over the ball. You should be like, okay, good, because you are in flexion that whole time. Nod the chin to your chest and tabletop your left leg. So make sure that that right knee is in line with the hip and you're engaging that inner thigh. I'm going to push that leg out. Inhale, exhale, in, out, and in. So we know in opposition, you're going to pull that navel in as you lengthen that leg. 4, we move with precision and control. Don't lean back when that leg goes out. 2 more. Hold this one out on the exhale, lift it straight up. We lower, now take the opposite shoulder towards that thigh. Don't go over the ball, stay flexed in the abdominals. Inhale down, exhale. I also feel my standing foot pushing into that floor as I bring this leg up. 3 more. I'm bringing water out of that rib cage. 2. 1 more. Lower the heel down and slide it in. Stretch over that ball. Yes. Oh, that feels wonderful. We could stay here for a couple minutes, but we've got so many more things to do. So we'll nod the chin to chest. I'm going to slowly straighten my legs out into a Pilates stance. I'm going to flex my heels and reach my arms for my toes. Right now, I'm going to scoop deeper into that navel and ever so slow peel off that ball. And as you're coming up, you'll look to your navel is going to your spine, and you're going to lengthen your arms over your legs. Plug your shoulders into your back, and try to have your arms parallel to the floor, so they're right next to your ears. Now melt back, take your time, use your inner thighs to support your abdominals, and you'll hit the ball. I'm going to go over my ball. That may not be for you. You may want to just stay where you were. I'll circle my arms, nod my chin to my chest, flex my heels, drive those heels to the wall in front of you. Inhale, 2, exhale. Scoop that belly, lead with your waistline, come back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'm going to go over my ball. Inhale, circle, exhale. Slowly come up, drive those heels forward, scoop that navel like it's still trying to touch that ball. Arms to your ears, roll it back. Inhale, 2, exhale. Stretch over that ball, circle those arms, and pause. Okay? All right, so I want you to bend your right leg and take the hands back behind your head. Did anybody catch I didn't do the front of the hip on the other leg? Did anybody? Oh, yeah. You did notice? Why didn't you tell me? She's like, well, okay, you must not like that exercise. So crunch in, lengthen that left leg. So it's the left leg, and we're going to lift it and lower it. So instructors eventually do remember something they forgot. But don't be afraid to tell me, guys, because, we've got a different time today for our class, so that will throw me off right there. 4, yes, take your time. 3, give me 2 more. 2, and 1, and now we'll slide that foot back in. Take the hands behind your thighs and slowly bring yourself up again. Good. Take that ball between the knees and thighs. So I want your feet to be the same width as the knees. So my feet aren't together and my knees apart. If my knees are apart, so are my feet. Grab behind the thighs to kind of pull you forward in the tallest position you can probably get. Now in a round back, I'm going to press into my ball. My hands will slide down till my lower back can touch. Freeze. Bring the arms by your ears. Grab back onto your thighs. Squeeze into the ball. Bring yourself back up, and we stack tall. So a lot of abs today. Chin to chest, scoop the belly. We're going to inhale, 2, exhale. Lower back is on. Yes? Bring those arms up, back to the thigh, and you use your hands as much as you need to. Now let's say today you're feeling like really strong, and you don't want to use the hands for support. You can reach the arms long. Don't feel like you have to. So we're going to round back. Inhale to start. Exhale. Bring those arms up without the rib cage going, woo. Bring them back forward. Squeeze the ball. and come up. Can you give me one more? Plug the shoulders in. Press into the ball, the inner thighs, support the abdominals. Hold. Bring those arms up. Reach them forward. Squeeze into that ball and bring it up. Lovely. Okay, we're going to take that ball to the tippy, tippy, tippy top of those shoulder blades, and we're going to lie back. So we're going to sort of stay on somewhat of a Pilates order. It's just we're going to trickle in a lot of ab work. But you know, Pilates is all about the abs anyway. All right, so this ball being higher up your back will make it easier to keep your chest lifted. But if you have a neck issue and this isn't good for you, ditch the ball and lie with your head down. So this is called single leg stretch. I'm going to take two hands onto my right shin, right by my knee. And I'm going to pull my knee in towards my chest. The other leg is going to press out to about a 45. Now, you're more than welcome to keep both hands in one spot. I'm going to take my outside hand down to my ankle, and this way I'm going to have more to pull with my hands, okay? Switch, and now the outside hand, which is the left hand, is going to go long. So switch, pull, and pull. I'm going to cue breath now. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Lovely. Inhale and exhale. I need you to feel your abdominals working as those knees are going in and out. We inhale for a whole set. We exhale for a whole set. We inhale. I'm going to keep my legs moving. Reach my arms long now, but still feel those legs pulling in strong. Bam, bam. I'm going to take my arms back and forward, back by my temples, or maybe I'm going by my ears. What's working for you? Maybe this isn't working. 4, 3, yes, 2, 1, hug it in. If your neck needs a break, we can let the chin go back and nod that chin to your chest. I'm going to take 2 legs out and 2 arms behind. I wrap my thighs in the Pilates stance. From here, I'm going to do 3 little quick scissors. 1, 2, 3. Sweep the arms around and pull it in. Reach, lock. 3, 1, 2, 3. Sweep, pull it in. Inhale, 2, exhale. We lengthen. 1, 2, 3. Connect, circle, hug. We reach out. We scissor. 1, 2, 3. Circle, hug. Inhale on the out. Boom, boom, boom. Exhale. Now grab onto your right ankle and zip it up. Press the other leg out. Single leg, straight leg, scissors. Pull, pull, pause, pull, pull, pause, pull, pull, pause, pull, pull. And inhale. Shh. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Watch that neck. You're holding your head up from your core, kids. When that core gets tired, put your hands behind your head or ditch the ball. Now, let's do single, 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 single. 4, 3, 2. Hands behind your head. That's bicycle. I threw that in on you. I'm so sorry. And let's reverse your bicycle. If you need to take a break, feet down, stretch over your ball. Yes. Now 2 knees are bent, and we'll all take that lovely stretch. And then we bring it up, grab and reach up. They're getting warmer in here. Good. This morning, there was snow on the roof. It's like, what? Okay. I'm going to scoot forward so I got all this behind me. This is the way I'm going to get the ball underneath my pelvis. If you'd rather lie down, bridge up, and shove it under there, go for it. I'm going to bend one knee. My hands are behind me. Now I need to get my pelvis on top of the ball. So as I lift up my butt, I slide back and I bring my legs up. Okay, now I'm off my mat, so hang tight. I would rather have my head on my mat. So I'll reach back. Look how fun that is. I just want to do it again, I think. Okay, so where should the ball be? Let's talk about where it shouldn't be. It should not be in the dead center of that lower back. right? It's under your pelvis, okay? The legs are together, and they're going to easily float towards you. I don't want that. I want you having the legs straight up over your hips in a 90-degree angle. We're going to take these legs down for 3. 1, 2, 3. Frog your knees in. That means knees go apart, heels stay together, and zip it up. Do that again. 1, 2, 3. Frog in. Control coming up. Go. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, zip it up. 1, 2, 3. Remember, the further I go away from my center, the more my glutes have to fire and I draw that belly in deeper. And here I go. Inhale, 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 exhale. Now, let's bend the knees like a frog. Push out. Let's lift. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Keep those heels centered. I kind of lost my connection there. Come up, 2, 3, and frog in. Push out, pause, lift up, up, up. Those lower abdominals should be bringing you up. One more, and then bring it up. Frog those knees. Now push the feet out just to where the knees are over your hips. And we're going to take the feet and thighs together and open. So my feet are just rotating from the side to the back, right? So my heels are just staying together. I'm going to try to have my knees over my hips. And don't be just like, la, la, la. When you bring those thighs together, squeeze the abdominals and feel like that ball is between those thighs. Now, bring the legs together and the shins should be parallel to the floor into a tabletop. We're going to lower our legs down without the pelvis going with us. Bring them back up. Frog, open the thighs, close them up. We tap down, inhale, exhale, open, resist, close. Down. No, you don't have to touch the floor, right? So you are only going to go as far as the pelvis stays still. Open, close. Inhale. I even add a little squeeze in my seat as I'm going away from my center, just to give my lower back a little more love. Tap down. I'm sure you're feeling my love today so far. That's awesome, kids. We inhale down, exhale up, open, close. 2 more. Down, up, open, close. Last one. Down, up, open, close, and let your feet come down to the floor. I want you to bridge up with your fingertips. Push your ball away from you so the heel of the hands end up on your ball. And I want you to press into the ball. It's like you're lifting your hips a little higher. And then release. Let your hips kind of come down like a millimeter. Press, return. Press, return down. Lift up. Squeeze your seat. And it's just a small down and up, right? So my seat just kind of like sits on my hands for a brief second. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now slide the ball out and reach it up over your chest. I'm going to lower down my spine. Okay, now I want you to pass the ball to your ankle. So I'm going to nod my chin to my chest, bring my knees towards me. The ball is going to go to my ankles, okay? Put your toes back down and reach the arms. As long as you can get the rib cage heavy, they can reach this far back. But if you're popping your ribs, don't go as far. Now reach between those thighs, grab onto the ball, put your feet down. I want you to bridge up, whoop, and come down. Crunch up, ball between the feet. Lift up, bridge up. So we'll add a bridge after each one. Wasn't going to, just decided that. And we drive through the feet. Everything lifts, everything lowers. Crunch, down, lift everything, lower everything. Grab onto your ball, balls over your chest. Bridge up and come down. Good. Lift, lower, grab, and bridge. Open up those hips. Squeeze the muscles in the back of your body. Woo! It's a party. We curl it in. Feet down. Lift. Give me one more. Bridge up. Grab onto the ball. Final bridge right here. And release. Hug those knees in. That was fun. So one of my favorite parts of the midsection to work are the obliques. So we might do more than just one here, but we're gonna start with, you guys looked at me like, really? Take your right leg to a tabletop. Take the ball against that leg. We've done this one many, many times with our elbows holding onto the ball, right? So I'm gonna curl up, I'm gonna put 2 elbows on my ball, and my hands are supporting my head. Now, the right elbow is going to leave the ball. It's going to sweep back to the side until it touches your mat. Here's where we stay. Now, I want you to press the thigh into the ball and the elbow into the ball. Just going to be a little press. That's an exhale. Yes, tiny. And yeah, sometimes the hip flexor gets cranky. So if you have to, get out of it and straighten that right leg. Now, let's add on to this. Let's take the opposite leg out to 45. I'm going to crunch everything in. I'm going to push that leg back out. Bring that knee parallel, press out. When am I pressing into the ball? When both knees are in. That's my exhale. Good. We like these. 3. Yep. 2. Hold it in. Bring the opposite elbow up. Roll the ball to your other leg. Oh, we tricky. Okay, so take the opposite foot down first. Left knee, right elbow, there we go, are on the ball. Press into the ball. Did I say that right? I think so. Instructors, not only can we not count, we don't know left from right sometimes. We have a lot of issues. Exhale. We're not perfect people. And we press on the exhale. You're choosing how much you're working that oblique. Now, I'm going to take the other leg out. On the exhale, bring it in and press on the ball. Inhale, release it out. Exhale, press that leg away. My spine is still imprinting. Yes, both butt cheeks are on that mat. 4, 3, exhale in, 2, hold it in, 2 elbows, roll, switch sides, press the leg out, bring it in, both elbows on, switch sides, press out, bring it in, 2 elbows, roll to the middle, I roll the ball away, other leg presses out, bring it in, 2 elbows on, other elbow comes off. I push the back leg out, bring it back in. 2 elbows on, 1 sweeps off, push the leg out, bring it in. 2 elbows on, glide it across. I'm thinking this is easy. Am I wrong? And then release. Did you catch that? Oh, shoot, I should have kept going. They finally got it. Okay, rock yourself up. Did I go too fast? Okay. And like you want to work the brain too, right? That's why like one of the exercises in the reformer is called coordination. It's like, wait a minute, what? Okay, let's stretch our spine for a quick second, okay? All right. So my legs are as wide as my mat. My ball is resting on the floor. I need to sit up tall out of my hips. If you need to, bend your knees. My ball, I'm going to push into it to lengthen my spine taller. I'm going to take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, I'll nod my chin to my chest, and I'll round forward. Watch your navel go away from you. Where are you going, belly button? And I'll squeeze your seat and roll back up. I felt nothing in my back, but boy, did I feel my abdominals really working. That's how you know you're doing it right. Exhale forward. My lower back doesn't go with me. Not in this version. I bring it up. Yes, nod that chin to your chest. Exhale. Zoop, reach. Scoop and bring it up. Exhale, reach, 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 reach. Inhale, bring it up. One more time. You're peeling. You're not collapsing. The ribs stay in and up even though I'm rounding over. Now pull your navel back deeper to give support to that back. Okay, so let's go into a quadruped position. We'll go soon. We'll go soon to our loop in. Okay, so we're going to take that ball between our knees. So I'm in a quadruped position here. Now, if you have a wrist issue, you're more than welcome to try and do this on your forearms. I'm also going to show you how to do this without lifting your knees off the mat, which would create more weight on the wrists. So I'm going to already press air out of my ball, which means my abdominals better be pulling in and up. Shoulders are plugged into my back. I'm not looking down. I'm looking out, so the crown of my head is lengthening. Push into your ball, scoop your belly, and bring your knees just hovered over your mat. Release back down. I'm going to keep my ball tight, which means my inner thighs are staying engaged, and so is my core. Squeeze in, lift up, push down to lift up. 2, 3, and come down. Pull in the navel, shoulders melt, lift up. 2, 3. Now on those 2, 3 counts, we're going to squeeze that ball. It's already squeezed into, we're going to squeeze into it further. Lift up, we squeeze. 2, 3, lower down, come back up. 2, 3, come down. 1 is up. 2, 3, lift up. 2, 3, 2 more, bring it up. 2, 3, 1 more, bring it up. 2, 3, stretch back and release those wrists. Bring those fingertips towards your wrists. And I would encourage you, especially at this time of the day, we usually are doing our class in the morning. Today it's lunchtime. I need you guys to make sure you're hydrating, okay? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go into a forearm plank, and I'm gonna have the ball between my feet/ankles. If you would rather be extended arms, by all means, go there. So you do you, I'll do me. So I'm holding candlesticks in my hands, so I'm not flat here, I'm holding candlesticks. I can see my wrists are nice and straight, and I'm gonna see that my shoulder is over my elbow. And I'm gonna take my knees off, and I'll wiggle my feet back if I need more space. Now, once I'm up here, now I'm gonna work on my form. First, I want you to pull the navel in and up. Second, plug the shoulders into your back. Third, lengthen that tail. So when you do a pelvic curl into a bridge, sort of give me that pelvic curl to lengthen out the lower back and the tail. Extra credit, we're going to take the right foot off the mat. The ball kind of rolled a millimeter up, put the foot back down. Left leg, hold, 2, 3. I don't know about you, but I'm getting warm. That's a good thing. 2, 3. Who thinks you can't sweat doing Pilates? 1, 2, 3. Even when it's 26 degrees in the morning and snow on the roofs and it's April. Goodness gracious. Lift up and hold. 2, 3. So that's why you see us sometimes bundled up in our classes. 2, 3. And release. And 1 more. Hold. 2, 3. Lower it down. Nicely done. Make a pillow with your hands. This isn't a break for your navel, okay? So I am still pulling that belly button away from my mat, and I'm lengthening my legs. So I feel almost like my hamstrings and my quads a little bit engaged because you're lengthening those legs. Now pull your belly in, melt your shoulders. Can you lift your legs up off the floor? Keeping the ball tight, hold, 2, 3, and lower down. Do that again. Don't be cranked up in your shoulders and in your neck and in your back, and release. I'm not lifting very high. I'm keeping it out of my lower back. I'm squeezing both butt cheeks, and I come down. And again, hold, lengthen, squeeze. As you bring the feet down, make sure the navel's pulling in away from the mat. Lift up again. We hold, 2, 3, and release. Can you give me 1 more here? We lift up and we hold, 2, 3, and release. I want you to bend the knees and grab onto your ball. I want you to put it behind the right knee. Okay, so I need to hold that in there. Holding that ball in place is going to work your hamstring. Don't cramp your tootsies because you're flexing or pointing real hard. Try to keep it loosey-goosey. Keeping both hips on the mat. Lift the leg up, hand down. Whatever is not lifting is pushing into the mat. So I shouldn't see the opposite foot floating off that mat. I should see it pushing down. I shouldn't feel strain to my back. Can you feel everything working? The butt, the belly, the hamstring, of course. Oh, yes. And we're going to go for 4, and 3. Yep. And 2. Now hold this one up and pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab the ball, reach it out in front of you, lengthen that leg, put both heel of the hands on the ball, plug the shoulders into your back, swan up for me, and swan down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, bring it up. Now bend the knees and connect your heels. Lift up and come down. So pressing into my heels, I'm engaging my glutes a little bit more. Yep. Now just hover and see if you can lift the legs off the mat and release. I'm just hovering my head off the mat. Squeeze and lift and then lower. Press down to the ball to lift those thighs. You better be pulling that navel in and squeezing your seat. Make sure the shoulders are plugged in. There's so much to think about. You can't think about what else you got to do after class. You got to think of, do I feel what I need to feel? And 2, yes. And 1, take the legs straight again and let the head and chest come all the way down. Okay, put the ball behind your left knee. The ball is optional, by the way, so if you're just getting this hamstring cramp, it just won't quit, then don't add the ball. Okay, so I'm still gonna have my legs in line with my sits bones, so my legs right now should just be a fist width apart. My belly is pulling in even though I'm lying on my mat. Okay, so I want you to take that knee and thigh, lift it up, and put it down. Pull that navel in as you're lifting up. We exhale up, inhale down. You do you, what works for you. With the ball, without the ball, you want to do this in a quadruped position, go for it. Just listen to the body. It will talk to you. It will tell you what's going on. Don't ignore it. We'll go for 4. And 3. Yes. 2, I caught myself tipping. Did you guys get caught tipping to one hip and the other one's coming off? And hold this one up. And then release it down. Grab that ball and lengthen those arms one more time out there in front of you. Lengthen nice and long. Good. Now legs together. I want you to kick your legs 3 times. 1, 2, 3. The legs will come down. We're going to swan up. Roll down and kick. 1, 2, 3. Press the feet down. Lift the head and chest up. Roll down and kick. Inhale. 2, 3. Bring it down. 1, 2, 3. And give me one more. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Lift it up. And release. Stretch back. Scoop the belly. Slowly round back into a child's pose. You deserve that stretch. Do a couple breaths, nice deep breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the lips. Give me one more. We'll inhale and we'll exhale. Good. Come into a quadruped position. Let's just make sure our back's not getting cranky. So we'll do a couple cat-cows. We'll slide our seat up the wall. I'll look forward. Slowly round and scoop. Exhale. Inhale, melt those shoulders. Exhale, bringing it back up, and then grab onto your ball. Okay, so I'm going to take that ball underneath my right ankle. Now, modified, if you need the modification for your wrists or your shoulders, you're going to keep the opposite leg down, and you'll just lengthen this leg out and pull the belly in to come forward. So see how I keep one leg on the mat? Do you see how I go into a crunched position as I roll my ball in? Okay, if you want to make this harder, rest that right knee on the mat and lengthen your left leg. You got to make sure that your shoulders and your hips are making a box. Your shoulders are over your wrists. You're plugging those shoulders into the rib cage. I'll lift that right knee off the mat And I'll go out and drive it in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out. You got it. You want to try something fun? Good. Flex that foot, bring the other knee in and out. It doesn't have the ball. Drive it in, out. Yeah? 2. Now take that leg back. Now let's alternate. Ball, leg, free, leg. Ball, leg, free, leg. Can you give me one more? Of course you can. Drive it in, and then release both knees. Okay. Oh, I love that, Carla. Awesome. She said that was a workout. Yeah. Okay, so that was a lot of flexion. So if your wrists are saying, yeah, no more, try on your forearms if you need to. Sometimes it helps too if you roll up your mat and just have that little bit of elevation. You can try to bundle up even more. Okay, so see what works for you. All right, so if you're ready for the other side, great. If not, chill out until you're ready. All right, so I'll put that ball underneath my left ankle. And again, you can keep the right leg on. You can be here, it's just you won't be able to bring that knee in as far, right? But you can still, it's still doable, okay? All right, so pick your poison. I'm gonna take that leg back, my free leg, pull the belly in, squeeze lemons, knee off the mat now, and I take that ball out, exhale in. Try to take some weight off the wrists, put it more into the belly. Good, no one has their butt in the air, love it. 2 more. And you can take a break, or I'm gonna put my left toes on the mat, my right knee comes in and out. 2, 3, 4. I might start to count quicker on this side. 6, 7. Okay, ball leg first. Ball, now free leg. Ball leg. You only have 2 more to go. Stay strong, but stay smart. If you need to get out of it, get out of it. Good. Lower to your knees. I'm going to sit back and stretch those wrists. They're saying, hello, hello, listen to me. Okay. All right, so sit on your seat and let's add our loop band. Okay, we are ready to work the hips and the thighs and the booty. So I'm going to take this band halfway up. Good, and I'm going to come into a side lying position. And you can either lie all the way down or we propped up. So I'm going to use my ball. So my ball is going to be a reminder to not go heavy on it. So you feel like that ball is like super hot and you need to come off that ball. Okay, so my knees are to the top edge of my mat. You can either rest your fingertips here or you can go behind your head. But don't pop out the ribs, pull them into your center and keep this bottom rib cage pulling in away from your ball. Okay, so we're gonna do our lovely clams. Oh, we all know that one. Lift and lower. Opposition, I'm pushing my bottom leg down as I lift my top leg up. The core has to be actively engaged because we're moving the body. It's muscle memory. Perfect. And we'll go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now take the feet, separate them, and lift this leg parallel to this one. So I'm going to drive it in, straight out. 2, squeeze the butt. Remember, the further I go out, the more things have to fire. Oh, don't go so fast. 4, we're dusting a shelf with that inner thigh. 3, good. 2, I'm going to hold this one out there. I'm going to lower and lift for 8. Use your belly. 2. And if you need to get rid of the band, get rid of it. Nice and easy. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Now I'm going to tap forward and back. forward, and back. Belly, outer thigh, outer hip, glutes. Good. We just go for 4 more here. Little rainbows, I call these. And 3. Look straight ahead, and as your neck needs a break, then you look down. 2 and 1, and bring it in. Now remember the leg that was just working. Come into a quadruped position. Okay. Not using my ball, it's just there. So that same leg is going to go out and in. A fire hydrant. 2. Try not to tip onto your standing leg. So pay attention, what is that leg doing? Then check in with the shoulders. And 3. Good. 2. 1. Now I'm going to lift it out, straighten it, bend it, come in. Now whose idea was that one? Out, in, lower. It's a lot. You don't have to straighten the leg, but if you are, you better squeeze those butt cheeks just a little extra. Good. 4 more. 3 more. Yep. 2 more. And 1 more. Bam. Good. And stretch back. Release those wrists. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Back into the quadruped. If you want to, go onto your forearms. I'm going to take the same leg that was just working straight behind me. I'm going to do little lifts up. Now remember, don't go too high or the band's going to catapult up to your hips. 3, 4. Take your time. 5, 6, 7. Hold it up. Put the ball underneath the opposite hand as leg. Good. Now, keep pressure on that ball. And I'm going to lift that leg out as I roll. Keep pressure on the ball. Out and in. Or say up and out. Bam. And I go for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it in. Okay, other side. Now your job is to remind me if I forget to do something. Okay, I go with the flow of my brain. We're in trouble, right? Knees are stacked, rib cage is nice and light, and we start with our clams. Up and down, up and down. So you want your neck in line with your spine. You want opposition. Leg is going up, leg is going down. Perfect. 4, 3. We didn't do a ton of reps on any of these exercises. It's pretty much 8 reps each. Okay, so I'm going to take this leg completely up and I'm going to drive it in and out. 2, 3. Lengthen. I'm going to try to keep this leg hip height. 4. Don't let that band catapult you down. 3. Yep. 2. And 1. We'll go up and down. 1. I even feel my oblique activating here because the side body's moving. Are you collapsing on that ball? No, you would never do that. 3, 2. Now we're going to hold this one up. We'll do the rainbow. Front and back. 7 and back. 6. If it's brutally painful, get rid of the band. 4 more here. 4. Yep. 3. Love it. 2. And 1. And bring it back in. Remember the leg that was just working. Come into your quadruped position. The ball is just there. You can go onto your forearms if you need it. So we're going to take those fire hydrants. 1, kick out, bend, come in. 2, out, kick. And remember, you got to squeeze more. Don't lean. 3, I exhale on that out. 4, bam, yes. 5, almost there. 6, squeeze. Belly's got to go in deeper. Don't take the opposite leg with you. 1 more, 1 more. You're rocking it. You're rocking it. Okay. Now we're going to take that leg behind us, leg parallel to the floor, and we go down and up. 2, 3. So here's if your wrists are getting cranky, you come here. And maybe you stay here just until those wrists calm down. Maybe you go back up. Maybe you don't go up at all. 2 more. Whoop, almost took my band with me. 7. Now hold it up. Press on that ball. Keep pressure on that ball. Roll it out. Lower the leg. Roll it in. Lift the leg. If you'd rather do opposite, you do what works for you. 3. Keep that ball tight. 2. And 1. And release. And let's release those wrists. That was awesome. Okay. If the wrists are okay, come back into a quadruped position. Okay? I want you to press the navel in, lift those knees, and I'm going to go to the right, center, left, center. So it's like little windshield wipers. My shoulders don't go with me. I'm rotating through that mid-back. Take your time. 4, 3, yeah. 2, okay. And 1, release, and we stretch it back again. Love it. Okay, so we need to slide the band down. So we have to get off our shins and knees. We're going to slide it down. And I'm going to go all the way to behind my feet. How are we doing on time? Okay. Take the band behind your feet. We're going to use the band and the ball. The band has to stay tight, so my legs will go far apart as you need to, depending on how tight your band is. Okay? Make sure you got room behind you. Okay. You can always keep your head down. You can put the ball to the tippy top of your shoulder blades to help the chest and head lift. Okay? I'm going to hold the ball between my hands, and I'm going to crunch up. Hold this here. I want you to push out the right foot, bring it back in, and release. Crunch up. Left leg pushes out, squeeze the ball, come back in, and release. See how my elbows stay to my side? Crunch up. Bam! Squeeze the ball as the right leg goes out, center, drop it. Lift it, squeeze and press, come in, release. Lift up. Release the ball, come down. Crunch up, lower back is heavy. Good. Now this time, crunch up. Both legs press out. I go into a little jumping jack. Come in and release. Drive in, push out, jumping jack. Bring it in, release. Crunch up, push out, jumping jack. Bring it in, release. You don't have to ever lift your head. Press out, squeeze the ball. Bring it in, come down, last one. Bring it up, press out, squeeze the ball, bring it in, and release. Okay, if you need to, drop your knees to one side. The band will stay where it was. And then drop them to the other side. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to bring my knees back in. I'm going to crunch back up. Now this time, I'm going to go one foot right into the other. So I'm going to press the ball right, press, left leg goes out, right leg, left leg. Drive. That heel is driving, the other leg is pulling in. Squeeze that ball, squeeze that ball, squeeze. Now I'm going to rotate over that bent leg with my ball. And yeah, love it. I know you do too. Keep the band tight. And 3, and 2, and 1, and feet come down. Okay, love it. Rock yourself up. Perfect. Take those legs straight. Keep the band tight so I feel my outer thighs engaged, okay? Take that ball behind you again and roll back into it. Legs are going to stay tight. I'm gonna do a little crunch in. I didn't say up, because if I say up, I'm afraid you're gonna go like this. So I'm gonna crunch in. And I'm gonna feel my belly button pushing into that ball. Now when I lift up, I'm gonna take one leg up and lower it. Other leg crunches up with me. Yeah? Shh. Make sure the shoulders are melted. Shh. So you're working the hips here. Yeah. My quad's gonna also be flexing. Shh. The abdominals are in flexion. Shoulders are relaxed. You don't have to add the leg lift. 8 and 7. Good. 6 and 5. Here's 4. Love these. 3. Stronger you. 2. 1. We'll bring it all the way up. Grab onto your ankles and pull your torso to your thighs. Shake everything out. Beautifully done. Okay. Keep the band behind your feet. I'm going to come back onto quadruped position. All right, we're going to finish up, then we'll do a lot of stretches because we need to stretch hips and glutes. So I'm going to keep the left side of my band behind my arch, and I'm going to take my right side on my back of my ankle. Okay? Don't need the ball. So the one that's behind the arch is going to stay. That's my left foot. My right foot is just going to lift up and down. 2 and down. 3, 4, 5, 6. Mine moved. 7. There we go. Hold it up on 8. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6. Anchor everything else down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to switch it out. Now, some people do it in reverse, so if it feels better for you to do reverse, that the ankle one is one holding still and the back of the foot is the one lifting, go for it. I lift up 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I switched mine out. It's working better on this side for some reason. So I have my leg, it's moving. I have that band behind my arch. And the other side is behind the ankle. That was working for me better on this side. You do what works for you. Now pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. And we stretch back and release those wrists. Make cups with the hands. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to slide that band off. I'm going to grab back onto my ball. And I'm going to start with lovely hip flexor release. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to lift up my hips into this bridge and slide that ball back under the pelvis. And I want you to lengthen your left leg straight out onto the floor and pull that right knee in. Can you feel the stretch out of that left front of that hip? And by having my hips elevated, it's opening up that hip more. But if that's not for you, get rid of the ball. Yeah. And then switch it out. So I slide my right leg long, and then I pull that left knee in. I want you to feel the same thing. Lengthen that right leg as you're pulling the left leg. And just breathe on your own, taking nice big inhales and exhales. And I want you to do a little floating butterfly. So I'm going to float on top of my ball. The bombs of my feet will come together. I grab onto my ankles, and I just push my knees out. You should feel a nice little release there. Yep. I'm going to bring my feet up. I'm going to grab onto my big toes and let my knees just sink towards the edges of my mat. Another little release. I'm going to straighten my legs out. Woo, and bend my knees back in. If you don't like to straighten, don't do it. Lengthen those legs out. I like the stretch. Bring it back in. Then float your knees back down onto the floor. Good. I want you to slide the left leg out as you bring the right leg up. Yep. And we're going to do a really exaggerated bicycle. So as I lower my right leg, my left knee is going to slide in. And I want you to reach all the way out there. Then you drop your heel and slide in. That's a really slow bicycle. Now keep the abdominals engaged, but I want you to feel the length out of the hips and the length in the back of the legs. Now reverse that bicycle. The bent leg will push out, the other leg will come up. And we lengthen out. Yep. Take your time. I want you to slide your foot along that mat, then lift up. Yep. And then bring those knees into a frog position. You're going to press those legs straight out and come back in. Squeeze the inner thighs, the back of the thighs, the glutes, and the belly. Now hold this one out there. We're going to come up and circle around. I don't care how low you go, but the pelvis needs to stay still. And use your belly to move these legs. And just let those hips have some freedom. And reverse my circle. And I'll come down and up. And 3. And 2. And 1. And then take your feet back onto the floor. Slide that ball out. Now I want you to put the ball underneath your left foot and lengthen that leg all the way out. I want you to cross your right ankle over that quad and then roll the ball in towards you. You feel that stretch in the back of that right butt cheek. Then you're going to grab onto that left thigh and just pull a little closer towards me. That's a glute release. And then put your right foot on top of the ball and roll that ball out and cross your left ankle over the quad. My knee kind of turns out, so it looks like you're making the number 4. And I'll slowly roll that ball in, keeping my knee turned away from me. And I can grab behind that thigh and pull it a little closer towards me. And you should feel that stretch in your left glute, the one that's crossed over. Yes. Good. I'm going to put 2 feet on my ball and roll it out. My arms will come up. Then I'm going to round up. That spine should be nice and warmed up. It should be so much easier to do a roll up. Grab forward as far forward as you can, whether it's your ankles, your calves, your heels, your arches, and then pull your elbows down to the thighs and let your head just rest and feel the back of the legs pushing down and lengthening. Yes. And then I want you to turn to face me. I'm going to bend one leg and extend the other. I'm going to rest my forearm here. This is another variation of your mermaid. Stretching those obliques, you worked hard. Yes. And I'll take that hand down. And I'll switch my leg out. The straight leg will take my forearm. And I'll side stretch towards that leg. Try to have everything facing forward though, so don't close the front of the body. And now side stretch on the other side. Good. I'm going to sit cross-legged. Check in with your neck. Look to one side of the room, and then look to the other. Bring it back to center. Take that chin down and roll it to the one shoulder, and roll it to the other. And then bring it back to center. Walk those hands out. Your body needs just a little bit of time before we jump back into the world. Walk those hands back in. Sitting nice and tall. Give me a nice big inhale up. Now as you exhale, don't slouch, don't collapse. And give me one more. Can you lengthen your spine taller? Back of the head should be in line with your spine. And we exhale down, and we're ready to move on with the rest of our day. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again. Okay, good, good.